Hi everyone, I'm Sandy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video for you. Today is the day that the book club picks for the 1001 book club are being announced for 2025. If you're not familiar with the 1001 book club, it's a book club I started a couple years ago based on my big project, which I'm reading all the books off of the 1001 books you must read before you die list, and wanted to have a way for people to participate in kind of what I was also reading. Last year, I was joined by the absolutely fantastic Britta Bohler. She has a list of 1001 female authors and books that she would like to read. And so we kind of combined our lists and came up with the book club picks for last year, which was a combination of our two lists. Thankfully, this year she has agreed to join the book club again as a co-host. Very, very thankful to her. Last year, both Britta and I had a lot going on and kind of struggled with some things just in general with the book club. Not book club in general, but just in reading in general. Lots happened last year for me personally. My child got married, got a new job, and it kind of disrupted my reading a bit and really my promotion of the book club. So hopefully this is a good restart for the book club, and there are a couple of changes to it as well, which I'll talk about. But I'm really excited to kind of dip back into this and hopefully have a really great book club for the year 2025. Thank you again so much to Britta for agreeing to co-host. Hopefully this year we can start to do maybe a Zoom call or something with both of us. I think that would be really fun. It just didn't work out in 2024 for us to be able to arrange that. So, but without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the books. In the past, I have selected 10 books. I usually take January off and August off because I camp in August. I'm just not around. In January, I like to give people a little bit of extra time to kind of figure out what they want to read for the year and didn't want to add on another book in January. We are switching this up in 2025. So instead of doing 10 books, we're shortening it down to 6. Hopefully that makes it a bit more manageable for both Britta and myself to make sure that we are actively participating and actively reading these books. I failed to read several of the books from the book club for last year, which is devastating. I hate that I missed those. But yeah, I did. So hopefully this is a good way to go about it. So we picked a book for every 2 months. So January, February, March, April, on, and I hope you join us. There is a Discord out there. We're not super active on Discord. There's really no requirement to join in the book club. It's just to read the book that we're going to be reading, and hopefully you watch our videos and comment on the videos if you've read the book. So with the first book, it will be the book for January and February, and this book is one that was selected because it was short. I mean, out of all the books we selected. So sorry, let me go back. Britta selected 3 and I selected 3 books. So that's how we came up with a list of 6. And then I just threw together the order of them, picking one book every 2 months. I selected the first book because it's short for January and February, knowing I wanted to give myself a little bit of a break in there and hopefully be able to actually read this one because I'm still having a bit of trouble reading on a regular basis. But the book, let's get into the book. The book is actually called Reasons to Live by Amy Hempel. This book was originally published in 1985. It is Hempel's debut work, and my understanding is it's a collection of short stories. I am not a huge short story fan. I've never been a huge short story fan, so hopefully I get some good ones in this. I hope that's also true. I did flip through it and saw that it did look like it was a bunch of little short stories in here. This is the only work that I have heard of from Hempel, so I'm not sure what else she has written, but I'm excited to read this one. But look how thin that is. I think it's perfect for January and February. All right, for March and April, this is actually a book that I have previously read and Britta has previously read. I actually have it listed as a 5-star read on my Goodreads, and I remember absolutely nothing about this. And the book is The Stone Diaries by Carol Shields. This book was originally published in 1993. It won the U.S. Pulitzer in 1995, so very acclaimed book. I have wanted to reread this for a long time because like I said, don't remember anything about this one at all. And it is, I guess, a fictional autobiography is kind of what I read on the summary. It is a bit thicker, but hopefully by March, April, I'm back in a good reading mode. I'm hoping it's one of those books that when I dig into it, I just fall in love with it again. why, but I'm so curious. Why did I give this book 5 stars originally? Because I absolutely did. But this is the book for March and April. All right. The book for May and June is probably the one that is just a little more out there as far as the selection goes. I'm very excited about this one. I don't know how well this one's going to go over with everyone, but I can't wait to read this one. This book is called Delta of Venus by Anais Nin. I'm not sure if that's how you say their name. And you can see it says erotica here. Right. It was originally written in the 1940s, but it was published posthumously in 1977. This was supposed to be very risque, very daring content for when it came out in the 70s. I don't know if it's going to be risque according to today's kind of measure, but I'm super excited to read this one. This is one that I've wanted to read for quite a while. When I saw it was on Britta's list, I was like, okay. I didn't pick it for last year because I was a little bit scared to try and read a book that has even the word on the cover of it, but we're going to go for it. We're going to see how it goes, but this will be the book for May and June. All right, July and August, we have a book that was actually published now back in the 1940s, so a little bit older of a book, and it is going to be The Pursuit of Love by Nancy Mitford. This might be a satirical novel. I'm not entirely sure. It's probably one I know almost the least about is this particular one. She looks so sad on the front of this cover, doesn't she? She's just, the back of it just says, it's the most enduringly popular novel. The Pursuit of Love is a classic comedy about growing up and falling in love among the privileged and the eccentric. Sounds interesting. But this will be the book for July and August. All right, the book for September, October. This is the oldest book we have for the book club this year. This was originally published in 1752. So yeah, it is an oldie. And it is The Female Quixote by Charlotte Lennox. This one is also called apparently The Adventures of Arabella from what I read. And again, it might be a satirical kind of a novel from what I understand. I am a big fan of Don Quixote. I have no idea if there's any kind of correlation between the female Quixote here and Don Quixote. I don't know. Maybe not. But I've always been intrigued by this title. It is not necessarily a very slim book, and given its age, I'm a little worried about this one, but I'm willing to give it a go for September and October's pick. And the last book is the one that is the most recent book published out of all 6, and it is Don't Move by Margaret Mazzattini. This was originally published in 2005. It is apparently a love story narrated by one person, has something to do with his daughter having an accident. And that's about all I know about this one. I believe she's Italian as well. The author is Italian, not the people in the story, but they might be. I don't know. But this is the book for November and December. I do like this cover. I thought this was about more like a thrillery kind of novel, but it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like more of a kind of a love story. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. But those are the 6. So very short list to go through them in a kind of a lovely little stack for you. This is what the book club looks like. We have Reasons to Live, The Stone Diaries, Delta of Venus, The Pursuit of Love, The Female Quixote, and Don't Move. That is the official book club picks for 2025. What do you think about these? Are you excited about any of these? Try and do a better job of reminding you of the books that are coming up for the book club. I will try and get everything out there on Discord as well for you, so you have a place to put comments and things like that if you want. And I hope you join us. So yeah, thanks again to Britta Bohler for helping me select the 6 books for this year and for co-hosting. Again, I really do appreciate it. And I can't wait to dig into these. So please leave me a comment down below. Let me know how things are going. And if you plan to join for any of these, I would love to hear it. So, but as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, everyone, thanks. Bye.